Here.
Hell yeah.
I'm Alex,
I'm Heather.
and we're the board of directors. We're 2/3 of the board of directors, and you're listening to the Pop Punk Pizza Party podcast,
Sponsored by Fire.
sponsored by Fire.
They're waging wars in other countries, and you're powerless to stop it, but you can't help feeling guilty. Blink your eyes, you almost missed it. Subjugation of a group you didn't even know existed. There's a stack of books you haven't read on a shelf that sits beside your bed.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We just said hi to Heather and it just disappeared.
Oh, no. She has that effect on people.
Yeah, I guess. She's like, fuck it. They weren't supposed to know I'm here.
We didn't even know she was there the whole time.
Yeah. So I think we got that, though.
Glad we didn't
okay.
talk. I'm glad we didn't talk shit on Heather.
Now, I was saying I was going to ask you if anybody was there with you, and then all of a sudden she pops out of nowhere. So there we go.
Yeah, she's right on time.
Yeah. All right. So, well, how's it going out there?
In
It's
the
been good.
Cincinnati.
It's been good. It's been, how many months has it been since we were last in Missouri? It was in September, right?
September,
So
yeah.
Yep.
it's been 6 months. September's 9.
4 months.
4 months.
Too long. Too long.
It's been too long. But it's been cool. We actually, speaking of which, we just this past weekend got to do a show with a couple of bands we met at Notes for Hope, which was really cool to get to bring them out to Cincinnati. Played with Ben Diesel and the Stars Go Out at
right on.
Northside Tavern in Cincinnati, which was rad. And that was because of you guys.
Yeah, they were in here a couple weeks ago, and
Yeah, they're playing our show on Saturday.
Nice.
yeah, real cool people that you got there. To
yeah,
come out.
absolutely.
So yeah, I'm glad that happened, and you're able to bring them out and stuff. And then you got a big picnic coming up too, right?
That's right. Yeah, we're shout out to Justin for naming our festival for us. But,
Oh, really? Oh, the company
Hey,
picnic.
don't give him that credit.
the
Oh.
company picnic. Yeah.
Did
coming
I
up
mention
on
that at
March
Notes for Hope?
23rd. On Saturday, March 23rd, yeah, in Cincinnati at Oddfellows, we're doing the company picnic. It's our first year doing it. We're putting together, basically, it's going to be a music festival of a bunch of bands that we played with mostly throughout the Midwest, that have played with us in Cincinnati or that we played with in their city. Just trying to put them all under one roof. It's going to be a full day thing, and I think it'll be tickets are on sale right now at companypicnic.brownpapertickets.com if people want to check them out. But yeah, definitely come. People from far and wide are going to be coming to check out the festival this year, so I think it'll be a good time.
Hell yeah. I don't remember having that conversation. Was that at Notes for Hope?
I think it was in the chat, wasn't it?
I think it was on Messenger at some
Yeah.
point. I'll have to pull it up and see if I can see it.
The
But
company
it was definitely
pick-
your suggestion.
Oh, well, I feel
So
Honor.
he actually has something good, and he can't even remember it. So that's pretty common.
Man, that is an awesome name, though.
Yeah, it fits, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Fits well. So you got that coming up, and then you just released an EP.
We did, yeah. We just
You
put
did?
out an EP on December 9th called Parachute. Heather, tell us a little bit about the EP. I'm doing too much talking.
It's on purple vinyl,
It is.
Nice.
and it sounds great.
it is a cool ass looking vinyl.
And that's all from Heather.
Sold.
It is, but it's something we're really proud of. We'd been wanting to put something out on vinyl for a while, and this is our first effort there, and we're really, really happy with the way it all came together. And it's on, obviously streaming and everything like that as well if people want to check it out. But it's the first time that we all got to record as a band. Our first couple of recordings for the board of directors were kind of like low key, just me. Before I had people who wanted to do this with me, I sort of used that to ensnare them in my trap of joining this band. But now that they're here, we actually got to record together, and so you get to hear Heather sing a whole bunch, and you get to hear a real drummer playing real drum beats instead of me whacking it together. So it's great. I think it's the best thing we've put out so far, as it should be, and I think that people are going to really enjoy it.
So where can we find that EP?
So you can get it. You can get it on all the streaming platforms. You can also get it at our Bandcamp, which is just alexkasznel.bandcamp.com. And you can get your vinyl there. You can get your downloads there as well if you want to get some streaming. There's all kind of different like T-shirts and stickers and merch that you can get there. I love sending those out. So people definitely, if you place an order on Bandcamp, I will write you a personal thank you note to whoever orders it. I have a lot of fun doing that. So it will make me really happy if people check it out there. But wherever you get your music is fine with me.
And I just want to thank you for giving me my very first vinyl to start my collection off.
Really?
Yeah. And that's the coolest looking vinyl I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're
I'm so
like,
glad.
that wasn't supposed to go to you, Justin. But no. He's like, I don't have any vinyl. I was like, you can keep it. I was very excited for it too, but I just have to snag me one, and I'll get a note with it, which would be great.
And I guess we're just sharing ideas. You mentioned the naming the event type of thing. I kind of got the idea of giving our pizza guy, we gave him the name Pizza, and I kind of gave the idea, or I got the idea of giving him a personality from you guys naming the duck. I'm trying to remember but yeah.
So his name's actually Peter.
Dennis.
Peter F. Sutt.
Peter F. Sutt.
Dennis will be very pleased to hear that. He's had that kind of influence.
So you guys gave us that idea. So well, I guess we're just trading ideas. That's awesome.
There we go. It's a good exchange happening.
Yeah, no, the EP is pretty solid. I've checked it out a few times. And pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, guys. So you've been, and I know we've done this before, we know a little bit, but if you want to tell just everybody what they should know about Alex Kasznel and the Board of Directors.
They're
What?
way better at the Unison thing than we are.
Wow, yeah.
We can,
You guys should do all of our intros for us.
We practice in front of the mirror.
yeah.
What is there to know, man?
Everything.
Well, we're everything.
How tall are you?
So
What's your favorite
how
color?
old am
No, I said how tall are you and what's your favorite color?
He's like 8 foot tall.
Oh man. So the band, my gosh. So we're a 3-piece band. We guitar, bass, and drums, and we play music that's like loosely called pop punk, but it's something that I think that the line we came up with to describe it as pop punk for grown-ups, just because people oftentimes will, I think, associate pop punk with kind of like an adolescence, I guess, like at least in the lyrics. And I think that one of the things that people had a hard time putting a finger on with us was that it wasn't just. I think the lyrical subject matter was a little bit different than what you would typically hear for this style of music. And I think maybe in some cases the influences musically are a little bit more disparate than just, like the Newfound Glory and Yellow Card and stuff like that. Not that there's obviously, great bands, but I think that there's a little bit more of a breadth to it. And I think that's something that people have sometimes. I think I take it as a good thing that people can't necessarily describe what our sound is. Other than that, a lot of people think we sound like the weaker thans, evidently. Yeah, so I have a hard time describing it myself sometimes, which I think is all positives in that sense.
Yeah,
I think and like I said, I remember when we did this interview before, I remembered that line from when I looked you guys up, and I was like, that's perfect. Pop punk for grown-ups.
yeah.
It's still one of my favorite genre.
Yeah.
There's only one band in it officially, and I love it.
That's awesome.
unless I can join it.
You guys definitely don't sound like one particular band to me either. Like it's a very unique style. I love the energy. I love what you guys do on stage. You guys are really energetic too. You get a lot of bands that they maybe write energetic songs, but then they get on stage and it's just kind of like them standing still, just playing through the music, and there's not a whole lot of energy. But like you guys really do a great job of capturing both the music and the show live at the same time. And so I just wanted to compliment you guys on that.
Oh, well, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I think that everyone should wear a tie.
For sure. You guys pull it off.
I mean, everybody should.
That's the funny thing about it. I don't know if I ever told the story about the tie last time we were on, did I?
I think so, but you should tell it again.
Yeah, I've not heard it.
What? No, it was because when I started doing music in Cincinnati, I was working at a job, basically like an office job where I had to dress like that every day. And so I would go out at night and play open mics, not really thinking about it. And I would just wear whatever I had on that day. And so obviously you stand out like a sore thumb when you're at like Mansion Hill Tavern on a Monday night, and then there's like one guy who looks like a Mormon preacher or something like that. He's playing weird dorky like pop songs for the people who want to hear bluegrass. So it was a weird time for a while, but eventually I was like, I can either change to try to adapt and fit in, or I can just lean into it. And so we just went like full on, like I'm gonna wear a shirt and tie every time we get on stage. We're called the band, the board of directors, and it lent itself to a lot of like, just a lot of imagery and sort of puns around that.
Mhm.
But the funny thing is I quit that job and I don't have to wear a shirt and tie anymore. I just wear it on stage. So it sort of turned on itself, but yeah, it's become part of the aesthetic now.
It's an awesome aesthetic, and I think that definitely plays into the whole pop punk thing with all like the puns and stuff around it. Because I mean, what is pop punk if there's not a bunch of puns around your image? I guess you can say.
That's true.
Tell us a little bit about the EP. So we're kind of still blind on it because we've been slackers lately, and we haven't.
I listened to it.
Well, we haven't got around to doing the review, reaction review that we were going to do, and I wanted it to be a completely authentic thing, so I actually haven't listened to it yet on purpose for that reason.
Sure.
This man has gone 2 months without listening to this.
I know, it's been tough.
I did the same thing when I used to do book reports in school. I would just go off the cuff and be like, I didn't want to spoil it until like right before the last minute, so I didn't read the book.
All you gotta do is read the back.
I just have this cool vinyl on my desk, and I've got I got the access on the internet to check it out. And there's so many times I'm like, I want to listen to it, but I'm like, fuck, I can't do it yet because
right.
I want to make it authentic.
That's awesome.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about the EP, like what inspired it, a little bit of the sound and whatnot.
Sure. So a lot of it was a reaction to starting the band in a weird way. Like I think a lot of songwriters tend to do this where they kind of plan out like 2 or 3 records in advance, and Parachute was pretty unplanned. It was not part of the sort of discography that I had in my head for the band. And it was because we were playing shows and we had, I was playing with 2 other people now, and we were sort of getting a different response from audiences. And I wanted to do something that would fill some of the gaps in our set. So like you take sort of singer-songwritery stuff on acoustic guitar and you sort of adapt it for a full band. There's some inconsistencies that come out of that, like long, slow, sad stuff. It was sort of predominant. And then there's stuff that can be really lyrical and sort of nuanced that doesn't necessarily translate well to places that are loud bars with not great sound systems or whatever. You kind of have to hammer simpler things. And so like you couldn't have like every song was like a 6-minute like odyssey of like storytelling and everything like that. And I was like, well, that's fine. It's good to have some of that, but we needed some stuff that was like shorter and punchier and kind of like just more straight ahead. And also that highlighted the other people who were in the band now. I could write kind of to their strengths. Mm-hmm. And so if you listen to the record, there's not one like worded chorus on the album. Like there's like choruses that are just musical. There's ones that are just like phonetic things like la 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 and stuff like that. And there's riffs, but they're not like crazy, odd chord shapes or anything like that. It's more like me and Heather are kind of in unison, and there's a reason it's intentional. It's just to be able to say like, here are the things that are really, we're not going to be able to maybe get a lot of nuance across in some of these environments right now, but we can really hammer some really good hooks and just get that across to people. So like we've had to the point now where people will identify the songs like by the guitar riff because it's so prevalent. And we never really had that before because it was all kind of strumming and singing lots of words and no one can hear what you're saying, So I think that was a big difference as far as like if you listen to our first album and you listen to this EP, I think things are a lot tighter. And it's not for dumbing it down. It's just kind of it's adaptation rather, trying to make something that's going to be filling out the set a little better,
Right. So my question. I have a couple questions here. It's kind of a 2-for-1. You mentioned that you had this job beforehand where you had to wear the suit and tie. So what is Alex doing now outside of music? Like,
what am I doing now? Like, am I just day-to-day?
Job or hobby or
most of his at work. He needs to know where to go.
That's great. I do kind of similar work, but a place that's a little bit more casual now. So I do some science and I do some work at the soup kitchen in Cincinnati. So I'm a little all over the place right now. It's a weird time to be Alex Kasznel.
There you go.
Well, they got Blue Jean Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right.
What does Heather do?
I'm a design associate for the costume program at a university here in Cincinnati.
That's
very cool.
That's super cool.
Thanks.
I
Yeah.
remember having that conversation with you at Notes for Hope about it, and I wanted the people at home to hear about that. That's cool stuff.
Yeah, it's a fun job.
And you guys mentioned like a lot of singing like in unison for the EP. I'm kind of curious like what your process is to that, because I know there's a lot of processes as far as matching vocal. You know, a lot of bands, you know, they'll do harmonies, they'll do backups and leads, and they'll do some unison, or they'll do some group vocals and stuff like that. And I know that unison actually doesn't sound like it would be harder to portray than other things, but from experience, I feel like it can be one of the harder things, because you're not just matching each other's pitch, you're matching each other's rhythms and notes and words and everything. So how does that process work when the board of directors?
Yeah, you're totally right. Singing in unison can be tricky because I think any inconsistencies are like really obvious that way, because you're supposed to be doing the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things that's been more of a fun challenge for me is writing stuff for Heather to sing, because I know her voice and kind of her style a little bit better now. But when we sort of demo the songs, I try to sing them like she's going to sing them, which is like really demoralizing to have to listen to me sing that like that high, and like I'll like have to take a lot of breaks and like really it's just like it's going to be way down in the mix. And the worst part is like I have to isolate those parts and send them to her so she can learn the parts. So I'm like, I have to listen to it like, dear God, you're going to quit the band. This song sounds
Can we get
so
an
terrible.
example?
An example of that? Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, there was.
No, I just mean right now.
Oh, example. You want to sing like that right now?
Yeah,
No,
I would love that.
You're gonna lose all your subsubscribers. There, you're gonna all
Or
the
gain 'em.
glass in your studio is gonna start breaking.
Hey, we're in the negatives already, so he can't hurt us.
You have negative subscribers.
No one will hear this. No.
People are going to people automatically just look at it and they're like, oh, okay, whatever, and then just kind
They're
of
telling other
like the
people
post and they don't really listen.
What does that mean?
That's right. But yeah, I think that's a big part of it as far as like writing the vocals is like as soon as I heard Heather sing for the first time, I don't think I've written a song since then that didn't have a part for her to take a big lead on, because I just love the way that she sings. And so I think that that's definitely influenced the songwriting to some extent, is like trying to find parts for her to really be highlighted in the music as far as the vocals are concerned. Our drummer doesn't sing, otherwise I would probably try to throw him some parts too. Yeah, it's definitely been one of the biggest changes in the songwriting, is being able to write for multiple vocalists. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm still waiting on that example.
You'll never
So-
ever will hear the day.
So when are you guys gonna be back in Missouri?
When are we gonna be back in Missouri?
Invite us.
Yeah,
You're invited.
Hey, come
Put on
Saturday.
another show. We'll be there.
I'll put
on
together
Saturday.
a show for you.
I might have something going in September that you guys might be invited to.
Heck yeah. let us
Okay, you
know.
guys are invited to. I'm not gonna say mine. Yeah, you are for sure. But until then, maybe stop in again. Before
Yeah,
then.
we'd love to.
Do you like an early summer show? I'll put you something together.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. So I know that just released 2 months ago now or so. Are you guys currently writing, looking to do more, or are you just kind of just playing off that for right now?
Yeah. Heather's laughing because we have like a whole the next full length is already written, and we're kind of
Nice.
just working on it right now. So
Awesome.
it's like I think that was one of the things that I'd always heard that that adage that you have your whole life to write your first album, and you have 3 weeks to write your second one or something like that. So before I even called people to join this band, I wrote way more songs than we really needed. So we've always kind of been a little ahead of the curve with that. So by the time, I think it was the day actually that Parachute came out, we finished the demos for the next album, and then we've got a couple other sort of smaller releases coming up between then and now. But yeah, there'll be a pretty steady flow of music coming for us for the next for the foreseeable future, really. So it's been we try to keep pretty busy with writing new stuff, because we don't want to, we get bored playing the same songs, and so we do a lot of that, and just playing a lot of shows. Then yeah, so it's been a great time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it, right? It's better to
Yeah.
have too many than
Not
have
enough.
to push yourself to write that other one, which doesn't,
Yeah, I mean, some bands take 3 years or more to come up with more material, and you just got it like right in the back pocket. That's awesome.
no, you don't have
Yeah.
to force it. So that's you're not pressured to do so. You can just do it whenever
Yeah,
you want.
exactly.
So I think that's a good way to approach it for sure. Chris, what you want to ask a couple questions over
yeah.
there?
So I've got a couple of very important questions for you here.
Chris is now we're in for the hard hitting questions now. Like,
Yeah.
Chris is a registered journalist, and like he,
Do you have to register as a journalist?
Yeah,
I don't know, it just
yeah, I
sounded
had to
good.
register to be Keith's proofreader. But
damn.
so I've got two questions. So we have our mascot Peter F. Suh. He's actually part of a band. It's called Pete Suh and the Yeast Infections. And so first off, can he join your pop punk for adult genre? And then my second question is, if you had to pick,
No, hold on, wait, we got to answer
Well,
this one
okay,
first.
we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
go,
yeah,
yeah.
I just it needs its own attention here.
Okay.
This is a big moment.
Oh, absolutely. We welcome the yeast infections aboard
I mean,
the board of
anyone
directors.
who's going to Walgreens to buy Monistat is definitely in the grown-up category.
Different kind of yeast, but sure.
I think so. I got a new idea for a band, and we all wear pizza costumes,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and we're pizza in the yeast infections.
exactly.
I had an idea a while back called the Poe Jammers, and we just write songs about Edgar Allan Poe quotes and stuff like that, and we would dress in our pajamas.
You know, I,
The Poe Jammers.
I wrote a Don Swing song like that before.
So my second question is, if you could have one pizza for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a big one.
And I'm not talking like pizza place, but like topping selection.
Oh, okay. That's an important clarification.
Or
All right.
both. I think you should go with both.
Ohio doesn't really have great pizza. They're not known for it. So
Yeah.
Disagree.
have
I'm
great
looking at a box
anything.
of Dewey's right now.
So Dewey's, maybe.
I don't know. As far as the topping is concerned, I think I would have to go with pepperoni personally, because it's definitely gonna be something meat related. I'm not trying to put a salad on top of a pizza, but
You can be so disappointed.
oh, did you? Never mind. I retract whatever I said. My favorite pizza is whatever pizza Heather brought to breakfast tonight. God damn it! Here you answer. I'm gonna stop digging this hole I'm in right now.
I picked pepperoni too, so I think you're on the right track. If you could only pick
Okay.
one topping, but if you could throw something with that pepperoni, what are you doing?
Oh man, I think I would probably go maybe like if it's pepperoni, that doesn't pair well with a lot of things. It would have to be like pepperoni and sausage or something
So
like
listen,
that. Just
it-
go
It pairs well with green olives.
Oh my God.
I mean,
green olives.
oh yeah.
no.
I don't know, man. We're getting in some weird territory.
That's
You
what
say
I'm saying.
weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
Thank you, Alex.
Keith, you're so adventurous.
I don't even think it's weird. It's real good.
No,
It's
I
real
don't
good.
think it's
Hey,
weird.
try it one day. Try it.
It is good.
So pepperoni. What about you, Heather? A salad on top of the pizza?
I'm a big fan of green pepper and onion on pizza.
Okay. With
I love green
just
pepper
that,
and onion.
I can do that with some pepperoni or some bacon. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't eat pork, so.
Ooh, that pretty much
I'm
takes
sorry.
away a lot of pizza
This interview
toppings.
is
To be
over.
honest. Yeah. No, so honestly, that's impressive. I don't know how people do it, because I'd be like trying to cut out pork and I'd have a bacon sandwich the next day. You know, like I couldn't do it.
It's unavoidable.
Yeah, but so impressed. You know, we won't kick you off yet. Was that the end of your hard hitting questions?
Yeah, that was it. That's all I had.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys got through that one.
Took
He's
me
our
a
pizza
while
guy.
to come up with that.
So yeah, Chris is our pizza guy. Maybe you can get some fired pizza when you're down here.
Yeah.
That's his.
Oh, yeah,
that's his
hell yeah.
pizza. It's real good. Makes a real good pepperoni green olive.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's real good. You guys should try it.
So there's a few questions that I didn't get a chance to ask you because I wasn't here for the Midwest mixtape interview with you guys for Notes for Hope. Unfortunately, that was the one that I couldn't do.
Fortunately, because that got me in here, and me and Tiffany did it.
True, yeah. It probably was one of the better interviews. But anyway, I have some questions. My question to you guys is, what would Heather and Alex be doing if music wasn't an option? If there was an alternate dimension where you guys just didn't have the music, just wasn't an idea for you guys couldn't do it as a career or as a hobby or anything.
What would we be doing other than music? See, I'm inclined to say I'd be doing something with like something writing related still. I don't know if I'd be any good at writing like fiction or like prose or anything like that, but I've always enjoyed doing that. I don't know, man.
You could write stories and I could illustrate them.
Oh, we'd be
perfect.
like a children's book like duo team. That's great.
I like how you
Yeah,
included your guys' answers together. That's cool.
Yeah.
We have a whole series about Dennis.
Yeah, we could do
Dennis the Duck.
You guys, I mean, honestly, that's a good idea to just do.
You could do that anyway.
Man, you remember Kiss, right? They weren't a great
Oh, yeah.
band, but boy, did they market.
Yeah. Is that
That'll
like
be
a
coming
comic
soon to our merch table.
Do what?
for Dennis? Is that a comic? They said they had a whole thing for it.
They
Oh,
could.
yeah, for sure.
They could. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought they meant they
think
were
you
already.
should. And Coheed,
Already had
you
it.
know, they did the comic book thing,
Yeah.
and you know how that
Yeah,
turned
Cody
out.
and Cameron, they're in a whole other league of their own, though. They're like making sci-fi movies and stuff like that.
That could be you guys.
That could be us.
Dennis the Duck goes to space. You know, make it like the Ernest
I mean,
movies.
You said you do some science and Heather does costumes and stuff. You guys could make like a whole production out of it.
Yeah, I think you're missing something here for sure. I mean,
Live action movie of Dennis the Duck.
still do the music,
Yeah,
but
I mean-
like, you know, I think, hey, you can make the soundtrack for it. Man, this is genius.
There we go.
Hey, you guys need like a executive producer who doesn't do anything but gets his name in the credits.
Hey, you came up with the idea.
All right, it's my intellectual property now.
Y'all
There you
remember?
go.
Y'all remember Darkwing Duck, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dennis versus Darkwing.
Oh, that'd be.
Ooh, that'd be a
Stuff
great superhero comic.
Yes,
Hey, who would win that fight?
Dennis.
I don't know.
Who-
And then there could be like a scene after the credits where like Daffy Duck appears and like lisps all over everybody.
And then goes home with Dennis.
Exactly.
Donald comes in with no pants on.
Yeah, he doesn't like those.
I was trying to do a Donald Duck impression. It
Sorry
wouldn't
about
be
that.
good.
You tried. You
Nailed it.
tried.
Killer.
I'm a quack. My bad. It just didn't fit the bill.
Guys, you can't laugh at this.
We're encouraging him.
Yeah, don't ever laugh. I mean, usually we don't have to tell people because they just don't laugh, but that's part of the thing. You can't laugh at Justin.
Okay.
You're not in trouble, but you know, and I'm not mad. I'm just a little disappointed.
Wow. Okay, Dad.
But no, you got so I know we mentioned the picnic, but you got other where you guys headed out anywhere or anything like that?
Yeah, let me get our dates up here. Today is the 31st. We're doing an interview with Pop Punk Pizza Party Podcast.
When's that happening?
Next shows we have coming up on Thursday, February 8th. We're at the South Park Tavern in Dayton. And then on Saturday, February 10th, we're playing our first punk rock night at Indy in Indianapolis at the Melody Inn. So
Nice.
a couple of shows in some nearby Cincinnati cities that we're branching out into. We played Indianapolis once before, and it was a great show. We're really excited to go back. Dayton, this will be our first time. So
Cool.
it'll be
Sweet.
I think we're trying this year to start expanding the radius a little bit more and playing outside Cincinnati quite a bit. It's funny, the first time we ever did play outside Cincinnati was in Park Hills. So like we went way outside
Oh
Cincinnati.
man.
Wow.
Really stretched.
So I think it was kind of a trial by fire, and it turned out really well. So we've been it's been nice to be able to get that have some new places to play, meet some new bands, and meet some new people. So we're really excited for those.
Well, we're happy to have popped your cherry.
What'd I tell you guys? I know that was a pity laugh, but we can't do those either. But, no, it was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun having you guys down here because it was. I mean, you guys are great.
Yeah, next time they come, we need to have them on the show.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah, we'll have to work out a little bit more advanced this time. I think I don't know how far ahead we got it last time, but we'll make a big plan.
It was
month
like
ahead.
2 weeks before we were there.
Was it? Yeah, I knew it was pretty close, but like, and I wouldn't even. I was like, I'm gonna check out this band. And I was like, shit, this is good. They should come down. So I do that every once in a while, and I've never invited anybody else down here. So take that. That's good.
Thank you.
That's good. I don't even know what I was gonna say next. That was just nice. That's weird.
Yeah, he's not nice very often.
Yeah, and I'm not.
He's not really genuine very often either.
Wow. I'm always.
He's actually kind of just a piece of shit. But
I mean, but no, we'll definitely work out something. And yeah, if you guys are down earlier or whatever, we'll get you in the studio and do
Yeah,
something.
absolutely.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. Whether that be whatever, but I don't know. You got anything else, Justin? Or
okay, we're gonna get into the weird questions.
oh my god,
Now
We
we're
had-
into the work.
We had we had really it's actually just a segment on the show that we do on the main show. And we had a really good one last week that went to waste because the episode ended up getting kiboshed because we had some technical issues.
this is inappropriate, Justin.
But so would you rather give up cheese or blowjobs for the rest of your life?
Blowjobs.
They hurt my jaw.
Next question.
Yeah, I'd rather give up blowjobs too because Keith just uses too much teeth.
They realized halfway through they weren't. They weren't supposed to laugh.
Listen, you wish. But wow, Justin, you really turned that one, didn't you?
We really come in with the hard hitting questions.
Hey, we never got Alex's answer on that.
Oh, I guess we didn't. Yeah,
I don't know. I'll let Heather speak on my behalf for that one.
I gave up cheese, and I think I was the only one.
No, I gave it. I know. Yeah, you were. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't give up cheese.
I mean, you could because you can use artificial cheese. They didn't tell you
That's
that.
not the same though.
Official blowjobs.
Artificial cheese.
Artificial blowjobs.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I guess. Wait, could you? I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of gray area.
Depends on who, I guess.
I don't know. There's machinery these days. You can figure it out.
To make cheese?
Yeah.
To make cheese. That is what I meant.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry Justin ended it on that one, but but definitely offline we'll stay in touch and
Absolutely.
and definitely get you down here and that'll be fun. But
Spend every episode with cheese versus blowjobs, or is this the one time?
yeah, we'll ask every band that.
Yeah, we'll just start doing that from now on.
I don't know if we'll get any more booked, but
I don't know why you guys don't have more subscribers.
I can't wait to ask another big band like Blink or like Plain White Tees that question.
yeah, we'll shut your mic off.
Fuck.
But yeah, we'll let you guys get back to practice. Appreciate you guys calling in here. It's been a lot of fun. So
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
be
Thanks,
on the
guys.
lookout, everybody, for the new stuff probably coming. Check out the other new stuff that they just did, and be on the lookout for a city or the company picked. If you're in Cincinnati, you should probably already know them, but
Yeah, Alex Kasznel on the board of directors, guys.
Yeah.
Where can we find you on socials?
You can basically just look up my name. You'll find it. It's
yeah, you
Alex-
might want to spell it.
Kasznel. Even if you spell it wrong, you'll find it.
Justin's having trouble with the first name though.
Yeah,
Alex.
Justin needs to know how to spell that.
ALE, is it 2 S's? No.
So this weekend at our live show, someone's gonna get to challenge Justin in a spelling bee, so that should be pretty exciting.
Oh God.
Spoiler alert: Justin loses.
Yeah, it'll be over real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find us. Just look up Alex Kasznel on the board of directors, or just Alex Kasznel. It's pretty much the only thing I do. So it'll be up there somewhere for you.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, it was fun talking to you guys, and we will hopefully see you soon.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All
All right, thanks for guys.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. See you guys.
Thank you, Internet.
You got this song stuck in your head.